Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a reading for Divine Feminine in the energy of the full moon eclipse in Pisces. I know you can feel the energy. It's very potent. And as always, it's tied in with the North and South Node and the shift of those. Needless to say, I'm going to do an AstroTarology intro. And a bit of a guided music message, actually, but not too long this time. If you're interested in jumping ahead to the collective reading, I'll put a timestamp in the description box below. But this full moon eclipse in Pisces, there is perhaps no more yin of an energy than Pisces, especially since we also have Saturn and Neptune sitting in the first degree of Aries, actually at 0 degrees, which means it's very close to the last degree of Pisces. The final degree of Pisces is the last degree of the zodiac, the last sign, the last house. It is the degree of dissolution. It's where the sense of self kind of dissolves and falls away so that a new reality and a new creation of self can begin with Aries energy. Aries at the 0 degree is Mars energy, and it is cardinal fire. It's the creator degree. Perhaps no more yang of an energy than that. So we do have yin and yang very strong right now. And embodied in the self with that yin energy in that degree, 29 degrees of Pisces with Saturn and Neptune there, plus the full moon eclipse. That's pretty crazy. But anyway, think about the hanged man and the high priestess. It's kind of like wanting to be able to embrace the energy of new creation because you have the vision. That's what happens on Neptune. And you've experienced the whole trip through the zodiac at this point in time, right? So the vision's been well established. You know where you want to go. You know what you want, or at least you sense it. But I've talked about that before. On Neptune, things can be kind of formless, kind of shapeless, and kind of hard to take action on. That's why Aries is retrograding right now, or those planets are retrograding in Aries. In the new year, it will be time to take action on the new self and the new plans. But there can be that pressure cooker push-pull between, again, perhaps the most masculine energy and perhaps the most feminine. In the 29th degree of Pisces, pretty intense. And this full moon eclipse is marking the nodal shift. The North and South Node are in Pisces and Virgo right now. The South Node represents our comfort zone, our past, and sort of our training, our soul's training for our purpose or our destiny, which is in the North Node. This eclipse, as they always do, is marking that nodal shift. And in the new year, they will shift into Aquarius and Leo, which is the subject for another time. But there can be this kind of feeling of frustration, or I've mentioned it before, trapped in an illusion or a dream or a sense of suspended reality with 29 degrees of Pisces, Neptune, and Saturn, and then the full moon eclipse. But this full moon eclipse in Pisces is marked on both sides with new moons in Virgo, 2 new moons. Virgo's the architect, Virgo's Mercury. Virgo makes sense of everything and begins to build the practical structure. So this full moon eclipse, remember the tower falling away? Time to build the new, but now based on the true vision. After the tower in the tarot comes the star, which is Aquarius. It's healing, it's hope, it's the new vision, it's the new you, it's the rising up. But it is quite a process to get there, not going to lie. Especially for divine feminine energy right now, because we're being asked to embrace that very solid yin energy and hold on to all of the divine feminine qualities, which are what? The things you can't touch, see, and feel. The things you can only, you can feel, but not feel. The things you can only sense, intuit, emotionally know, because that's building the dream. It's very important right now to not be swayed into taking sudden action or wanting to push the dream faster than it needs to go, or the reinvention of the self, because you don't want to skip over all the rest to come. That second new moon in Virgo is in the final degree. That's very important energy. I won't go into it because that's long enough. But anyway, as I sat down to start recording the video, I was like, weird. I didn't get a music message this time. But I kind of did. As soon as I picked up the cards to start shuffling them, I heard this, I think it's called Glory Box. And I think the artist is Portishead, but I will link the song in the description box below. And in that she says, I'm so tired of playing with this bow and arrow, the hunter, Aries. I want to give my heart away. I'll leave it to the other girls to play. So that's very much a message of surrender. And then she says, give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to be a woman. Now, of course, these energies don't only apply to romantic love. It can apply to any part of your life that's in a state of recreation, whether that's yourself or your surroundings. A lot of people are moving right now. Or yes, how you do relationship, that can be part of it. Anyway, let's get into the reading now for Divine Feminine. I will mention, and did I already mention this? Yes, I don't know if I did, but I'm going to repeat it. September the 7th is the full moon eclipse. September being the 9th month, the 7th day, add them together and you get the tower. I believe I said that, but remember, the tower falls away and the new hope emerges, the new self. It will be time to take action because you don't get the clarity of vision until the tower drops coming up. And I know it feels scary because Neptune in that much force on the new moon and in those final degrees of Saturn and Neptune. Chiron is also playing a part. I won't go into that, but it could be triggering old fears right now. Again, wanting you to take action, take control. But remember the song, I'm so tired of playing with this bow and arrow. Interesting. All right, you guys, let's get into the reading. It's still a general reading, so it's for anybody. What am I thinking? I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get a sip and I will return. All right, let's get into the reading. It's still a general reading, so it's for anybody, any sign. You'll know if you resonate with it, and you won't resonate with everything that I say the way that I say it. Apply it to your life as it does, if it does, and leave the rest behind. Remember, we all embody divine masculine and feminine energy within us. It's regardless of gender. Apply that as it does for you as well. The key is to understand that divine feminine energy lives in the untouchable, the sensory. All right, from the Sacred Rebels. Yeah, look, we start with faith in the process. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at how she's very much in a yin state. She's tapping into the energy sphere. The thing is, with that push-pull in the final degree of Pisces and the first of Aries, is that there can be thinking there's more power in taking action. But divine feminine energy lays in the energy realm and having faith in the process. And that is what she's doing there. She's also on her knees in prayer, collaborating with the universe. If the path is right, it will happen. Okay, let's get another one. There's a couple of baby birds there too, though. So that's marking new birth and also spring energy, which is Aries. And then we have going beyond normal. I like this. Look at the golden light bulb up there in the upper chakras. That is Aquarius energy, but we're dealing with a full moon eclipse in Pisces, Neptune energy. This is in the dream state. This, again, it's very ethereal. But from there, some kind of new vision might emerge, or an idea, a plan. And maybe that's part of why the retrogrades are happening right now. Okay. And this, how do you feel? It can be hard to know right now because, again, on Neptune, she's not holding. She knows these are both fruit, but she's not actually touching them. And she's looking to the universe to guide her. Faith in the process. It will come into form when Virgo gets in charge. Second new moon in Virgo on the what day is it? The 25th of September, I think. All right. I'll do astrology at the end, but let's do a wisdom of the oracle. Let me see. Oh, we totally need the naked heart too. Be on. With this much Mercury energy, Virgo's ruled by Mercury, the sun, and two new moons right now, and the South Node. Mercury messes with technology. What do we have? Both of these equal number 5, which is the Hierophant. Oh my God. Oh, my heart just jumped. We have soulmate energy. Look at the penguins all wrapped up in love there. Mates for life. Going beyond normal. Very spiritual connections coming together right now. Pisces and Virgo is an incredibly spiritual axis. It really is. It's the axis of sacred service. And that's really what soulmates are for, because the energy of love created is the energy required in the world. And that comes from true unions, even if they go beyond the normal. This is very spiritual. Okay. You guys, number 41, number 5. All of these equal number 5, the Hierophant. That's the Pope of the tarot. But it's also commitment. And I'm getting like spiritual marriage here. Okay, let me get a sip. I don't know why I'm so dehydrated. That's pretty beautiful. Let's get into the reading. No, I wanted the Naked Heart, didn't I? On the bottom is the Lovers, Gemini's nature. The Lovers is the soulmate energy. Right now we have Uranus in Gemini. Uranus is the planet of change. But also the Lovers is a very, very deep soul connection. This is one that usually requires us to choose between two different situations, whether that be parts of yourself, your past. Remember I said creating the new self? You're not your past. Yes, it informs you, but it creates who you're going to become. South node to north node, which is what we're dealing with right now. But also, it can be like create a dissonance in your world, in your friendship groups. You're going to have to leave behind long held, perhaps, because it creates another story, a truer story, one that's now being born. Right? So interesting that the Lovers is there. Now, okay, full moons are a time of release and culmination. So let's see what you're leaving behind here in the past. What's being released? Look at this. We have the Ace of Wands and the Lovers. The Lovers wanted to come back out. Yeah, the Ace of Wands always precipitates the Lovers in my reading, or vice versa. It's the spark that starts all the trouble, I say, the heart starter. But that going beyond normal, that golden light bulb, bing, right? And then all of a sudden we have the Lovers. You could have encountered a situation, a person, a circumstance, and this happened. Could be an idea too. Could be an idea. Aces are flashes of opportunity that need to be cultivated. Yes, it's passionate, but it needs to be grounded. We have the Queen of Cups here. That's that yin energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Full moon in Pisces. Very yin. Okay. Let me see you now. What's your energy? Oh, calm now. We have the Magician. Virgo and Gemini energy. Good. I'm happy to see that. The Magician's making the choice with this Ace of Wands to create from that, taking action. We have that Yang energy with the Ace of Wands, Cardinal Fire. The Magician is Virgo and Gemini, and she works with all 4 aces. I like the passions fueling this idea right here. It's pretty nice. Okay. Look at the eye. The all-seeing eye, they're peering out into the future. And this reminds me of the 3 of Wands in tarot, which is casting your vision. Let's see any action coming up for you. What's next? What's next? Okay, we do have some action here. So the 8 of Wands, fire energy. Yeah, sudden action. Remember I said you're grabbing hold of that ace and running with it. This is a lot of movement, a lot of communication. It can be travel. It's definitely passion. And it's what was being held back moving forward. So after this full moon eclipse, but there is a need still, I'm saying, to put some grounded energy behind it. That is a lot of passion. Okay. But, wands can be creative ideas, and we have that light bulb as well. New possibility, maybe. But it's manifesting movement. Let's see the energy surrounding you. This could be another person. Could be a situation. Okay. Yeah, I do dig this. Exactly what I was talking about, though. We do. We have the Knight of Pentacles, very slow, very, very steady energy. But I call this the Knight of Good Intention because when he does arrive, it's something worth having and something that you can build on. It's Virgo energy, very sustainable. It's paying attention to all of the practical details and building it, going beyond normal. I mean, that's the process too. Okay. Pentacles are solid new beginnings. That could be you developing a creative idea. It could be a lot of things. Let's see the challenge. We have the Sun, and then we have Virgo on the bottom of the deck. Well, the Sun is in Virgo right now, so that could be what this is telling us. But also the Sun is rebirth. It's illumination. It's happiness. It's celebration. Joy. I mean, the Sun looks like it is the destination, and I'm kind of getting that golden light bulb too, though. It's rebirth. Okay, possible outcome. Oh, no, look what emerges. The Three of Wands to the Magician. Manifesting the vision. We have the Four of Swords. There's that yin energy, and I do like this. The Four of Swords is taking time, faith in the process, to rest, to integrate. It's very important too. We have the Three of Wands showing up, which always ties to the Three of Swords. You don't want to bring any pain from your past with you into that future. This is about allowing your past to fully integrate and taking your time. By the retrogrades, but also rest and recovery. Here's the vision. Okay. Let's clarify a little bit. But the Four of Wands also with the Sun here. There can be something too, though, about like soulmates and beyond normal dreaming together, co-dreaming, creating the dream in the in space. No? Let's see the Ace of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. The Eight of Pentacles, paying attention to the details, working slowly and steadily on this idea here. For some of you, it definitely can have to do with your work. Let's see the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you've been developing an idea behind the scenes. Could be we have the Six of Pentacles and then the Ace of Swords, another Ace, and then the Magician. And then the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is making a decision. It's clarity, though. This could be you also kind of signing something. It can be some kind of, because I'm like the sword is the pen and we have some kind of contract, money coming out, something like that. You're building something. They have that Virgo energy. And then for others of you, it can be that you've been working too hard for too little and you're working on expanding that. And this is having faith in the process and maybe needing to add a new idea or more passion. Let's see the Magician. This is where you are now. What's happening with the Magician? Come now. We have the Star, Aquarius energy. And then the Sun. We have Aquarius and Leo in opposition. Now the Sun is what is in the challenge. So the dream is present. The vision is present. And then we have Temperance. There's Sag energy. There's patience. And this is angelic help behind the scenes, kind of working the process. You don't have to try so hard. And that, I think, is also here. You're being driven on by passion. But that's very hard work that you're doing. This is the divine alchemist. It's pretty amazing. It is about patience, though. And we talked about that is the blending of fire and water. We got a lot of fire here, and we have a water full moon. Yin energy, using that energy to manifest. Let's see temperance. Yeah, look at you. The Knight of Wands wanting to grab hold of this wand and be like, let's go, let's go. I'm ready. The Knight of Wands is super enthusiastic. It is Aries energy. And it's often mislabeled as a player, but you don't want to be preemptive, right? You don't want to go in and have something, maybe in the past that's been the case. Maybe you've rushed and you're like, I'm not doing that this time. Temperance and the Magician. Let's see the Eight of Wands. But then here we have the Eight of Wands in the action. Oh, it might just be time with that light bulb as well. Maybe some kind of idea coming to you in the dream space. Oh my. Okay. Yes. Now we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands here, fueling the lovers. So now you're going to take action on it. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. And put it into action. The Knight's grabbing hold of this pentacle, bringing in some kind of reality, the Seven of Pentacles. This is already plans being made. This is already time, energy, finances, effort. We have a Six of Pentacles here. Okay. Also, this can be you, like, okay, where's the result? Let's get one more on that Seven of Pentacles. We saw the Ace. Faith in the process. I mean, she looks very patient in the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Cups. We saw her earlier, Pisces, Cancer, so yin energy. Okay. Let's see the Knight of Pentacles and the surrounding energy. This is where all of those wands are headed. The Four of Pentacles, and look who it is. We have the Fool with Aries energy. The Four of Pentacles is building stability. Okay. It's very slow, but it's like, again, there's like a planned leap of faith. That's what I see going on here. That's pretty interesting. But again, the Fool travels light. Doesn't bring along what I said, the Three of Swords from the past. And also not somebody who takes leaps of faith easily. Saw the King of Pentacles. Let me see the Fool. Faith in the process. The process. We have the Page of Pentacles. All the Pentacles coming out. And look how she's holding out that pentacle and kind of examining it. It can be about time. It definitely can. It can be about messages. It can be about energy, investment. It's a plan. From the Page to the Knight. Okay, I see. Let me see the Sun in the challenge. Build it. Look at this. It's the Ten of Pentacles. If you want it to last, then you got to take your time to build it. The Ten of Pentacles is stability. It's longevity, success, home, family. Let me see the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this can be about a contract as well coming in for you. And for some of you, it could involve travel. I keep getting that in the collect. Look at this. High Priestess. Pisces Major Arcana. That's what I was saying with the yin energy and the faith in the process. Okay. Let me see the tapping into the Ten of Pentacles. I said that's where your success comes from. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, that's where it comes from. The High Priestess, that inner knowing, the vision. Let's see the Four of Swords and the potential outcome. Eight of Wands. Super interesting. Okay. Let me see the Eight of Wands. I'm beyond normal. Oh my. Oh, we have the Devil, Capricorn's major arcana. The Devil is Saturn energy, Saturn retrograde right now. But also, we have the Devil and the Lovers. And it's coming up a lot in the collective right now. They're two sides of the same coin. We have in the spirit and in the flesh. Let me see the Devil. The Emperor. Oh, whoa. Okay. The Emperor is Aries major arcana. We have divine masculine here. Yeah, I mean, we have the Emperor, the Devil, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. And again, there's something here about knowing, I mean, the Devil can come in as that temptation to rush. Eight of Wands, fear. And then Four of Swords is a yin energy. And there's the Emperor. The Emperor understands, again, it takes time. Ten of Pentacles to build that kind of stability. Let's have one more with the Emperor and going beyond normal. Okay. We have all these fives up here. And then we have the Hierophant here. Commitment. One more. Ooh, that is powerful. And then we have this. Okay. And then we have the Sun. Now the Sun is what is in the challenge. We have the Hierophant and the Sun right here. Going beyond normal. That light bulb. Very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. Like it's coming through to you in a dream. Let me see the Eight of Wands. No. Aries with the King of Wands. Aries is masculine energy. Also very, very creative, though. Very confident. Okay, very passionate, too. My goodness. Let me see one more on the Hierophant. But nevertheless, some of you now could be traveling to some kind of spiritual center. I mean, the Sun, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Some of you it could be. And then we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is Scorpio energy. And I always say it's a sense memory. To me, it goes with the Lovers and the Devil. Very spiritual. For others of you, this can be about leaving behind your past. Can I see the Eight of Wands and the Hierophant? The Lovers. And then the Lovers is what's on your mind. And then we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a feeling of self-defeat. Let's do one more. Then the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. There's the hurry. There's the rush. The Ten of Pentacles is in the challenge. So what this also kind of looks like to me is the difference between embracing fear, like embracing dark and embracing light. We have the devil and the sun. Knight of Swords is making sudden movements. Now, this can be you worried about communication coming through of some kind, messages that you're waiting for. Some of you to do with work and travel. For some of you. Let me see the Knight of Swords. One more. The Ace of Cups. And there's the Six of Pentacles. The new beginning. The Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning in love. Venus and Cancer energy, soulmate energy. And then we have Judgment. Now this can be a resurrection. We have going beyond normal. An unlikely partnership, the Sun and the Devil. Or an unlikely pursuit. And the Lovers often is. So one more with the Ace of Cups, actually. We have the Hermit here. Virgo. And then the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the end of a very long and difficult cycle. Finally, it's surrender. I like that coming through. Okay. Let me have one more with the Ten of Swords. Judgment. Look at how her soul is being released. That's so interesting. This comes through for a few of you as well, where there could be actually a legal situation that's binding you at the moment. Ten of Pentacles in the challenge can be a binding contract. And this is getting free of it so that you can have your new beginning. Or legal documents. The Hierophant can be a court situation. Scorpio with death and rebirth. There it is. Judgment, death, and rebirth. The new beginning. That's amazing. So, but there is a lot of details to attend to here. Again, if you're not at Ten of Swords, then you can't be the Fool. You got to do it the right way. You got to drop the rest of the swords, and then that completes the cycle. And this could even be like going back many years. In the Saturn energy, we see the Devil, very slow. All right, let's get into the blue deck. Yes. Faith in the process. What do we have, please? Restored a romance. The Ace of Cups. And then we have cornucopia. Pretty beautiful. And cornucopia, I like that. Okay, first of all, Door to Romance is number 33. Add them together, you got the Lovers right there. So it's almost like a key to something that's opening here, a door to romance. Cornucopia is abundance of every kind, not just financial. In this deck, that's number 11, which brings to mind justice, Libra energy. Mars is in Libra right now. We have Mars right here with the Emperor, all tied up. This is coming up a lot for people right now. That's what I'm saying. Are we still recording? Yeah, I'm telling you, technology's been screwy. Keeps trying to. All tied up is number 23. Get out. Let's have another one. Another number 5. We have indecision. Okay. Angel of strength. Look at this. We have the temple path here. Number 12 in this deck, which is the number of the hanged man. Okay, let's do one more with indecision. Order on that. and then action. The first chakra, that's when it's time to take action. That's the Ace of Wands. So we do one more. Okay. Attachment. I don't know what you need to release yourself from. Attachments of the past, perhaps. Could be some spiritual attachments. We talked about that in the beginning. All tied up. But it can be also that your abundance has been all tied up because of needing to make that choice. Door to Spirit. Unbelievable. Another number 5. I can't stop. And then we have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. This is communication from the spirit realm. Unbelievable. A very spiritual connection in the process here. Strangely, we didn't really get many court cards. We saw the King of Pentacles, ethereally. Okay. Well, let's do a romance angel. Seriously, take this only as it resonates, because the Emperor, again, that's embracing the divine masculine within you and allowing yourself to believe in your own power here. Forgiving and learning, exactly. As you release and heal your past, you experience more joy in your present moments. The Devil to the Sun. Okay. And this possibility of abundance and what you can create for your future. Express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. And one more. Oh, I love it. Serve love. Believing you can create it. Whatever that love is for you. And it can be a creative project. It can be just your new world. It can be a baby. It can be whatever. But look at the archer taking aim. I'm so tired playing with my bow and arrow. Gonna give my heart away. 10 of Swords. Death and rebirth. Fine. Interesting. Okay. Let's get you some talisman. Consider these to be like power words that you can take away from the reading with you, if they resonate, of course. You do deserve it, though. Okay. Concealment. I talked about that 7 of Swords energy that's around right now. Faith in the process. Let's have another one. Knowledge. Remember I talked about the spiritual center? Maybe for some of you, I said it could be you having to sort of deviate from the beliefs of the people around you. And this can be you, maybe you're concealing some knowledge that you have, like from the beyond the normal. You know? Yeah, you could be. Look at this. We have magical power and then courage. Your own magical power here. Something's been keeping you down. Let's get another one. Then we have the moon and cast away negativity. The devil is negativity. Stay in that sun energy. Let's have one more. You guys know how I feel about Saturn. But when it appears like this, just be careful with that. And then good fortune. Believe you can. I love it. Okay. Let's do a moon card. Where are we at time-wise? Let's close this reading with a moon card. Full moon in Aquarius. Magic power. Aquarius asks us to embrace our authentic self. That's what it's all about. And that is where the abundance will come from, your uniqueness. Yeah, first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. Okay. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. 4 of Swords. You've been working hard. Okay. Full moon in Pisces. Full moon in Pisces, forgive, release and heal the past. I'm hearing a quote. All my old friends, all my dead ends, some to thank, some to forgive. Interesting. Because look at all these aces. First quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. Well, we just had that on the 23rd of 4th of August. Another number 5. Talk less, feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces. Wow. Okay. Let's close this reading. This was very, very powerful. Why don't we close it with an astrology or two? I can't not do it, you guys. I know. Fun. Rebirth and happiness. We have Sirius, which is nurturing energy. We do have that. Scorpio energy. And then we have Pluto. We have rebirth right here. Solar flare in the first house. Okay. Well, Scorpio is also investigating, and you can see what's hidden behind the scenes, right? 8th house, and this is illumination. All right. Let's close it with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. I hope this reading was helpful to you, my friends. I really do. I hope it helped you. Okay. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away anytime. The Devil. Fear of being a fool. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. I keep hearing motorcycles, and this guy's running for a motorcycle. And then we have only time will tell. Okay. And the last one, please. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. There's that yin energy. Not automatically, but by the time we get to, let's say, the new year. But it could be a process of that too. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you. Good luck in this energy. Be careful. It's tricky. Love you very much. See you soon.